Welcome to LSB Feaster's Radio Aircheck and Classic TV channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, Imus in the morning.
Oh, good God Almighty, baby. Oh, good God Almighty. What you talking about now? Well, it's happened. This is just gone. So, you know, the Battle of Bands are coming up this morning, and I forgot to do them.
Oh.
So Lou did them.
Louis.
All right.
Good.
And they're going to be good. Hall & Oates going to take on the Rice Brothers. Right. Delbert McClinton going to take on the Beatles.
Oh.
And the Black Crowes going to take on the great Otis Redding.
Oh.
That's not going to be pretty. That's going to be ugly. So, Bernie's here and Sid. Know how you said?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Did you say something yesterday?
Bobbin?
Did I do what?
Did you say anything yesterday that...
No. You know, I've got some thoughts about that.
Okay.
That I'll share with you coming up, but not a lot, but coming up shortly after 7 o'clock. So, I did get a call last night from Chad Lopez, who I like. A smart guy. And I was nice to him because I like him, and there's no, now's not the point to... I mean, I have to give him a hard time just because it was fun, but... It's like, well, I man, you got to do a podcast.
Oh, what?
I'm not going to do it. You know, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to drop the mic, and that's it. Now, I might... I didn't say I was going to stop working, but I'm not going to go do a radio program. What are you, nuts? But I might do some rodeo stuff, and this ranch is huge to run. It's a multi-million-dollar deal. We now got 2 rigs on the road, and the kid's going to be a world champion. It just takes, and it's a huge endeavor. So.
Imus in the morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Imus in the morning.
The Battle of the Bands coming up, in which the Hall & Oates going to take on the Rice Brothers, Delbert going to take on the Beatles, and the Black Crowes are going to take on the great Otis Redding. I forgot to do a battle, but hang on. I got to cough now.
This is a test of the Imus expiration warning system. This is only a test. The I-Man is currently experiencing a mental patient coughing fit. If he was actually in the final moments of his life, you would be instructed to await notification of the start time of the party. Once again, this is only a test. Damn. This I-Man coughing fit break brought to you by Miracle Back Brace. Go to endallbackpain.com.
I don't know how that's amusing. I'm suffering here.
I'm not laughing.
Anyway.
I can tell you who is.
Only a test.
Same right.
I don't know if I can talk now or not.
Coughing fit. If he was actually...
I think I can. No, I can, actually. Noam's going to do the news, and then we'll do the Battle of the Bands, and I got something I want to talk to you about, but I got to be able to do it. Noam, do something. Bernie, what do you have coming up?
I have corruption at the FBI, Department of Justice, rampant the last year of the Obama administration and the early months of the Trump transition and his administration. Sean Hannity, his hair was on fire last night. Also, boss, Mark Wahlberg, is he on steroids or is he not? He was directly confronted. I'll play the tape.
Sid's got sports. Sid, what do you got?
Well, we got firing in the NBA. We've got a hiring in the NFL. And today, very, very exciting stuff. We're going to start day 1 of what will be a couple of days of Super Bowl trivia for the I-Man.
Oh, man, I am so excited about this. Well, I think I can talk now. Anyway, so yesterday I announced that the final Imus of the morning program will be March 29th of 2018. It was originally, I explained all that. It was originally scheduled to end on December 2nd this year, but because of the bankruptcy and all that, they moved it up. Fine. So in the account of that, and this is going to sound like I'm complaining, but it needs to be mentioned. In the newspaper and other internet accounts of my doing this, there was not one mention of the two most significant things I've done ever in my lifetime, and that nobody on radio has ever done. Not John Gamley, not Dan Ingram, not Stern or Scott Shannon or Frankie Crocker or anybody. Nobody's ever done. I raised, and this is because of the people who listen to me. For example, I wouldn't trade, and I mean this, I wouldn't trade one person who listens to the Imus Morning program to everybody else who listens to everybody else. There'll be a lot of people. We raised, you and me, almost $300,000 for the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund. Who's done that?
Nobody.
Who's done that?
No one.
Remember, Cher was on the phone, gave me $300,000. Come on, good God Almighty. What are you talking about? Who's done that? Nobody. And then I got the idea for the Imus Cattle Ranch for Kids with Cancer that me and Deirdre founded and built. That's a significant venue in New Mexico. We built a town there. Do you know how much money we raised? Almost $100 million. Do you know that for 17 years, I had an estate in Westport I finally sold out for $15 million. Well, I don't know water. It's set there every summer. I got a penthouse apartment on Central Park West that I'm still trying to sell. That's set there every summer, and Deirdre and I and Wyatt moved to New Mexico for 4 months a year, where I did the radio show and television show live from the ranch, so we could run the Imus Cattle Ranch for Kids with Cancer, and did so for 17 years and changed the lives of hundreds and hundreds of children. Changed my life too, and hers and Wyatt. Who's done that? Who on the radio? Tell me, who's done that?
No one. Nobody.
Not a damn soul.
Wouldn't you think? I mean, what reporters there has? Frank Ritchie's coming up. You think he's ever done anything like that? Of course not.
No.
Or any of these people. Somebody wants to write that I called somebody fat one time? Shut up. And by the way, the next person that says I called Gwen Eiffel a clean lady, I'm going to sue him. Because that's not, how many times do I have to tell you I did not do that? Now I'm going to make you prove it. If you want to write that, write it. But I'm going to make you prove it. If I did that, play me the tape. Even show me the script, anything. Well, stop it. Have I done a lot of the stuff I shouldn't have done? Well, of course. Well, I'm making excuses for that Rutgers deal. The Rutgers deal was what it was. What happens, what should have happened. But I said I wouldn't do it again. I didn't and won't. But I mean, God Almighty, I couldn't believe not one word about the Imus Ranch. Who else would have done? By the way, credit to MSNBC and to Fox and to WFAN and to WABC for allowing me to go to the ranch and do that. It cost them a lot of money. It cost MSNBC a lot of money. It cost Fox a lot of money. It cost the radio stations a lot of money for all the equipment and to do the broadcast. You know, it's like $80,000 or $100,000 a year just for the line. What are you talking about? And some dweeb some lazy journalist is going to write a snarky little piece about the I-Man hanging it up and never mention that? And nobody's ever done that. What's wrong with you? I do sound like I'm complaining, but
justifiable.
Yes.
Man, it's justified. I'm telling you now. So
I did see only one, by the way, that did mention the Intrepid Fund, the ranch, all that good stuff, but only one. And I want to say it was the New York Post.
Imus deserves as much or more credit than I do for all of that. Yeah. And you know that. And but I mean, You know why Wyatt's the kind of kid he is? Why is growing this magnificent person? Going to Rice University? Because he was raised on the ranch in New Mexico mentoring the sick kids. He's an extraordinary person. And we got Zach from the ranch. Remember, Remember, Rob, when Devin died? The Imus in the Morning program was going to end. I didn't say I was going to stop working. I'm not going to be on the radio. But I got a lot of stuff to do. And this ranch is a horrendous thing to run. And we got millions of dollars invested, and he's a world champion, Wyatt. But we're going to go there. But it takes energy and all our parts and all of that. Might I be on the radio talking to cowboys and stuff? Maybe. But the Imus in the Morning, it would be a sacrilege for me to go someplace and try to redo I'd never do that. I'd never do that. It'd be disrespectful to you, who invested, millions of you grew up listening to me. And what you gonna do? You love the I-Man, and I don't blame you. I'm not full of it. So, have I been a jerk? And I have, but not lately. It's 14 after the hour. Now, Noam has been great. That's enough. I'm done. But, I thought that's why I hired Matthew Hilsick. The PR genius. He is, too, by the way. But, it's fine if you want to. You can write whatever you want to write about that I did. But don't leave that out. That's not right. And that involves an audience. And that's an audience participating. People listening to this radio program gave me that money. Where do you think that money came from? There's Noam in the news. Morning, Noam.
Good morning. Let's continue this story. Social media, everything exploding when you make that big announcement yesterday that you'll no longer be on WABC. We took our microphones to the streets to ask your fans what they thought about that.
Icon. Just the absolute best. Can't say he left much on the table. Guy's worked forever and done a lot of good things.
Yeah, and then on social media, that exploded as well yesterday. Some people well taking to Twitter, other places to talk about you. Laura Ingraham, one of them, she wrote, "What a run. Did some of the best radio interviews ever. The greatest broadcaster in the history of radio. Sad, sad day for radio." Imogene Lloyd Webber, you remember her, she says, "I'll forever be indebted to Don Imus, the irascible, charming, kind bully, saw something in me I did not see in myself and pushed me to be more than I ever knew I could be. End of an era." And Tom Likas, Tom Likas, the radio host, I don't even know if he's still on anymore. But
I know him.
He wrote this great message. He said, "I've been trying to get this message to Imus for years. Thanks for being so nice to an anonymous 15-year-old kid in 1972. Shortly after you arrived in New York, I wrote you a letter asking for advice on a radio career. You personally wrote me back, invited me to your studio, and it completely changed my life." So now you have the message.
Can't believe I did that.
Hey, kid, you like candy?
Obviously, under the influence.
We came to New York in 1971, and we burned our house down. That's what we did.